Welcome back to the Scilife Academy. It's time for another training session. This short course is an introduction to the Supplier Management System according to ISO 9001-2015 with guidance to ensure an effective QMS. Organizations need to adequately manage and oversee their suppliers throughout the product lifecycle in order to comply with regulations. Sourcing can improve speed to market and expand capacity. The pressure to reduce costs or gain a competitive advantage are other reasons for sourcing materials. Let's get started. Life sciences organizations can obtain a wide range of materials and services from third-party suppliers. Purchasing active substances, raw materials, or parts for medical devices is a common practice. However, external sourcing shouldn't lead to non-compliance or ambiguous responsibility. Before a supplier can participate in the supply chain, the sponsor must oversee their QMS and activities. Monitoring and managing qualities is extremely important, especially when it comes to outsourcing anything that could potentially impact the product. Therefore, manufacturers of active substances, intermediates, excipients, final dosage forms, device components, and finished devices are equally responsible for ensuring patient safety and product quality. Supplier qualification is a quality process designed to evaluate external providers' ability to provide materials of consistent quality. This process includes reviewing a supplier's quality management system, performing audits, and testing materials to ensure they are compliant with relevant industry standards. What does ISO 9001-2015 require for suppliers? I will cover all clauses related to external providers. Note that the guideline uses the term external providers instead of suppliers. In this lesson, we will use both terms interchangeably. Indeed, it is the organization's responsibility to establish a robust supplier qualification program to identify, select, evaluate, and monitor the performance of external providers. Clause 8.4 states that organizations shall determine and apply criteria for the evaluation, selection, monitoring of performance, and re-evaluation of external providers and document these activities. This process helps to ensure that external providers are delivering the expected level of quality and that any issues are addressed quickly. It also helps to ensure that the organization is getting the best value for money from its external providers. Cost is not the only criterion for selecting a supplier. While it is an important factor for business success, it is not the most important one from a quality perspective. Quality, speed, and efficiency are also important factors. Quality should be a priority, as it can ensure patient safety. Time delivery, efficiency, and the environmental impact are also important to ensure satisfaction. Consequences can be positive or negative, and they should be evaluated in a risk assessment. Keep a formal, documented assessment available during any inspection, and you will be covered. To this end, it is important to establish criteria for the evaluation and selection of your suppliers. Your final decision will depend on the criticality score of each one. For example, having just one source of your key material or component is very risky. Imagine that the external provider is unable to supply what you need and you do not have a second source supplier. Your business will be at risk. What do you think the mitigation action is? Certainly, you need to have more than one source. Maintaining an approved supplier list can also be beneficial. This list should contain all the suppliers that are critical to the operation of the organization. It should contain the products or services each supplier provides, the start date of the collaboration, and the risk score. Additional information such as the quality certifications, the performance-based supplier rating, etc. can be included as well. This list is essentially a live document that will need to be updated over time. Note that the supplier classifications may change over time as well. For example, Any adverse information about a supplier's nonconformity or out-of-specification test results may increase the supplier's risk and result in their being moved to a higher risk category.